Sometimes there are projects that I don't want to send back to the client, either because I don't like how it turned out, we ran out of time or budget, I just don't feel like I did my best, and it could be better, for whatever reason. And then there are times where I'm just jealous because I love how it turned out, and this is one of those pieces. So this is a Terminator Chaplain that I built off of a Belial with some vanilla Chaplain mixed in. So first thing we did was remove the detail off of the right shin, the right greave, and add some Templar bits. So we added some studs and a Templar cross. We added a side plate there to protect the open area and some checkers, because checkers are cool. And then we removed some of the gut here, some of the stomach, and also some of this tabard, so that we could make room for a new belt buckle. I think that belt buckle is from the vanilla Chaplain, maybe a bit somewhere. We had to remove some of the, well, all of the Dark Angel bits, so that dagger there had to have the wings removed and then have a guard put onto it, as well as a new, what do they call that, the frog or the chape? I don't remember, on the sheath, scabbard. And on the left leg we wrapped some chain, made the chain look like it was going around the leg there, and another plate, another disc to guard the opening in the knee, just like that. Now this model, Belial, comes with a sword, right? And he's got a sword in his left hand drawn from this scabbard. However, this is not supposed to be Belial, right? He's supposed to be just a normal Chaplain instead of a Deathwing, leader of the Deathwing. So he's supposed to have a Crozius. But we still had this scabbard here, and I made a decision, instead of carving it out of the cloth and having to gap fill that, and it's going to look kind of boring because now there's nothing there, why not just take bits from both the sword and then some other bits I had laying around and make a hilt of another sword that we can just put in there. Now we took some strips of a soda can for some parchment, and then we also had some parchment up here and up here. Oh, looks like this one's coming off. I'm going to glue that right before we take photos and send it out. The arm is actually from the, I believe this one is Belial's arm, but the hand here is actually from the vanilla Chappie. We gap filled this little spot right here, and then his Crozius there we chopped off, had a little ring from the jewelry section at my local hobby store. I think Hobby Lobby has these in the jewelry section. Added that, added some jewelry chain, and then some wire. I took some skulls from the skull kit, added some flames, and now we have our flail, which I think turned out really well. Now there is tutorial for making plate armor like this, and sculpting cloth, and adding flame to things. We have a candles tutorial. We removed some of the detail on top here, added some spikes to look like a sun, added just candles here, and then this piece is from the Black Templars upgrade kit, which is also not glued in because these little spiky dealies, the little spikes for the sun, they break real easy. The tips on them are very fragile. In fact, this one broke, so I had to fix it with some plastic glue, cover it with some milliput, and once it cured, sand it all down into shape. Sorry, that's not focusing very well. To make him positioned correctly so that the shield didn't smack him in the head, I had to raise him up a little bit, so we just did that by adding some milliput down here, no big deal, and then turning him a little bit so that the spacing was correct. Now I'm leaving the shield arm off so that he can paint these inner guts a little bit. This is Belial's arm, just needed to be gap filled. All of this was empty, so it just needed to be gapped. Now this This might look a little ugly because that's not a presenting surface. This is actually just going to be completely hidden underneath the shoulder and arm. So it doesn't need to look pretty, it just needed to be beefy and strong so it wouldn't break. So gap filling may not look as pretty right here. That's just to give some substance and more surface area for the glue, and it won't be seen anyway. This bit, I believe, is from Forge World. Maybe it's an old resin kit, not sure. This was supplied by the client. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. This was an awesome, fun project. And if you have any questions, hit me up at lastlightcreative@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on Instagram if you are a patron. I appreciate the support. Hit me up on the Discord. All right, people just hit me up. And if you would like to learn to do any of this stuff or join our Discord to share your own projects and ask questions about how to sculpt, check us out at patreon.com/lastlightcreative, where we have a ton. I don't even know how many tutorials we have available. A lot. Check us out there. Thanks so much.